Okay, 2 day 1.
But I was in a
Write this down.
Oh.
Right against the
Write this down.
Look infrared.
Well, that's ugly. Well, it just takes some time. Don't move it. I gotta zoom back out of here. Maybe I should get some line paper. Maybe that's why I had a good focus before. Let's see how this works. 4.2, day 1. No, that's all good. Okay, we are going to explore y equals c plus a times sine of b times x. Last week we looked at the a and the b. A affected amplitude, in other words how high and low the max and min got, and then b affected the period length, how long it took to complete a graph. Today we're going to add a number to the function. So, with your calculator, go to your y equals. No, actually go to window first and make sure the window's set up.
What is that window supposed to be?
Window, I want the x min at 0 and the x max at 2 pi. So you can just type in 2 pi and then it'll kick back the decimal equivalent, 6 point something. The x scale doesn't matter. That's where it puts a tick mark. It's doing a tick mark at every, looks like half pi. And then the y min I want -4 and the y max I want 4. Yeah, we did. Okay, go to the y equals. I want sine x, and then I want 2 plus sine x. Sine x and 2 plus sine x. And what does adding a 2 do to the graph? Up. What moved up? Took the whole graph and shifted it up. So our axis is no longer on the x-axis, it's up 2. Okay. So if you didn't get the graph to work, it's okay.
That is so cool.
Sine x, 2 plus sine x.
Why did mine do that?
What do your y equals?
Sine x 2 plus sine. Oh, whoa, just kidding.
All good? Okay. You won't need the calculator the rest of the day. So this C is your vertical shift.
Wait, can I ask you something?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm not at it. I think I have the same thing, but like
It could be your, how about your mode? Check your mode. You got degree mode.
No,
not
I
radian.
just was in radian. I thought I
Alright.
changed it back to degree.
Let me see what your window is. Maybe your window's bad.
Jokes about your problems and there how you are.
Window. Yeah, 0 to 0.6. I want 0 to 2 pi.
Oh, 2 pi. I didn't think about pi.
Well, there we go. Now graph. It'll be good. Okay. So our vertical shift. Quiet. Focus. This C value is going to be all of your axis values now. What were all of our axis values up until today? When it hit an axis, where was the axis at? 0. The y value was 0. Now, the y value is going to be whatever the C is. So C will give you all of your axis values. What did A affect on the graph?
Yeah, it sounds like someone.
Amplitude. And amplitude is the distance from the axis to the max and the axis to the min. And then the B affects the period.
What do you mean? So how does it affect the period?
2 pi divided by B will give you the period length. Okay, we've got 3 graphs today. We're putting all 3 things together. So here we go. Y equals, we're doing 3 examples.
What is
Period. We're going to go with 2 plus 3 sine 4x. Okay, always a good idea to pick out your qualifiers or quantifiers. What is this 2 telling me about the graph? Yep, it's the vertical shift. The 3 is amplitude and the 4 affects. Alright, so let's write down those things. Amplitude first. What's my amp? 3. Let's figure out the period. 2 pi divided by 4 reduces down to. Very good. And then we have some vertical shift. The vertical shift is up 2, so a positive 2. Alright, so we'll make our 2 tables and the sketch.
It's a loud movie.
Yeah,
What class is it?
English, 10th grade English.
Yeah, they're on the first floor.
Okay, x value first. Where's our first x value going to be at? 0. Where's it going to finish?
It's like
At the period pi over 2. Okay, are you good at averaging to get the middle?
yeah. Wait, kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. Why don't you try it on your own? Do the averaging, see if you can get those 3 in the middle. I'll do them, we'll compare at the end. So don't just copy, actually try to do it now. It is. Ben?
It's like
Do 'em?
cut it in half, that middle one. It's like geared 4 quarters. The first one's a quarter, the last one's a quarter.
3 pi over 4.
Let's see, that's going to be 2,
3 pi over 8.
go to 2. 2 fourths, 3 fourths, 3 eighths?
Yeah. 3 pi over 8.
That's what I got, 3 pi over 8.
3 pi over 8.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, what'd you get? No, what did you
1
get?
fourth
Because 1/4 is 1/2 of.
plus 1/2. What is 1/2 with the 4 in the bottom?
So would it be
2 fourths. 1/4 plus 2 fourths is 3 fourths. Then we got to times by a half. Want me to go through it one more time?
Yeah.
Are we good or not good?
No, where's the 4 coming from?
1/4 is here.
Okay.
1/2 is here. I can't add until I've got a common denominator. So I got to hit this with a 1. So I got to multiply by 2 over 2.
Okay.
That's where 2 fourths came from. Yes.
Can I just do 2 pi over 2 divided by 2?
2 pi.
Over 2 divided by 2.
Why?
To get the half. It's 1/2.
2 pi over, I don't know what you're doing.
Like a fraction over a fraction.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the y's now. Because we have this vertical shift here, I actually always like to make a sketch first. So if I look at this, my vertical shift is up 2. And this is the way I'll show that. I'll go up 2 and I'll put in an imaginary horizontal axis. So I'll grab green here. There's my new axis. Everything, the whole graph is getting shifted up 2. So, because I'm doing sine, what is sine's pattern? Where does sine start? At the axis. Then it goes to its max. Comes back to the axis, goes to its min, finishes on the axis. Well, where is my axis value at?
2.
It's at 2. So my first y value is not 0, but 2. Okay, what was the amplitude on this thing?
3.
So from my axis, I got to go up 3. Where's that going to put me at? That's going to put me at 5. And then back down to 2.
And then negative 3. Yeah.
No.
Negative. What did you say? Subtract 5 from 2?
I'm going down 3.
Subtract 3 from 2.
My amplitude is 3, so if I'm at 2, I'm going to,
Oh, negative.
and then the axis.
That's many times this year. No,
Okay.
do not math.
So, I had to go up 3. Kind of running into my table here, but you get the idea. So sometimes when you're doing the Y's and you've got that vertical shift, it's a little bit nicer to kind of have the sketch going at the same time. So there's my sine graph shifted up 2. Now the second table, I'll squeeze it in over here, I guess. Okay, how are the x values different in the second table? They're all just the negatives, the opposites of what the first ones were. So 0, negative pi over 2. Oh, sorry, negative pi over 8. Negative pi over 4. Negative 3 pi over 8, and negative pi over 2. Okay, how about on sine with the y values, what changes?
The opposite.
Yeah, the axis values are still in the same spot, so my first, middle, and last are all going to be at 2. And but what happens with the max and min? They switch places. You remember that general rule of thumb there? So now it's going to come down to -1. And then there it is. So each of the next two are going to have one little extra thing in it to throw you off, and then hopefully you won't be confused on anything in the homework. Are you ready for number 2?
Wait.
Waiting. How can you be far behind on me?
Because I'm there. I'm trying to find your desk. I was trying to grab my water bottle and it was just can't my water bottle.
What?
Emily, God.
I still don't even. How many marks you say?
Each one's going to have a little something different. Why do you get anything different?
Negative? Yeah.
Can I get rid of this?
Ferociously stays.
How would you do it?
Wait, no.
You can come and get this if you need it. Okay, number 2. Let's go -3 minus 1/2. No, let's go minus 3/2. Cosine 3x. How many 3's we can put in there? Could. Okay, so pick out your 3 things we got going on first. Once you got those 3 things, then we go to the table. Amplitude first. What do we got for amp?
Negative 3/2.
I will mark that wrong on a test. It's 3/2. Amplitude is the distance between the axis and the max and the axis and the min. But then you got to remember to flip this little puppy over. So put a flip there. Nope. But I think it's good to keep it in your head when you're making your table.
Wait a minute, why did you flip it only for cosine?
Only for negative a value.
Oh.
Because of this
Okay,
right
good.
here, that's why we're flipping.
I never flipped it before.
Oh. Okay. Period is 2 pi divided by which 3? The 3x. The multiplier on the x is the b. This is the b. That's what goes under here. And that doesn't reduce down at all, so 2 pi over 3 is the period length. Vertical shift. -3, or you can say down 3. Okay, we're ready. 5 keys.